with another music video reaction here. Just to run through the preamble again. A couple of years ago, I completed my associate's degree in music. I'm currently working on an associate's degree in what they call music business. Has everything to do with the production of recordings and also things around marketing, advertising, and some of the legal aspects like contract law and copyright law and such. But it's been a while since I listened to anything. I don't really listen to much contemporary music. I don't really listen to much pop music. And so I'm just sort of, surveying the landscape of contemporary popular musical sounds. Let's see, I did a Billie Eilish video last time, and before that it was Glass Animals with a song called Heat Waves. Lots of similarities in that Western contemporary pop. It feels very sort of subdued, very, not really sure how to describe it. It's got stuff, but it could do more with it. It's not to say that it's awful or terrible or anything. Overall, things are pretty consonant, and you kind of know what to expect. You kind of get what you think you're gonna get in most. Well, I've only watched those two videos really, so far, that's kind of the impression. Now, let me see. I will include the information for this group. I will link the video, and I'll also link the artists here, so that they can get their dues. In the meantime, if you dig what I'm working on here, and you want to help me out, because this kind of content, of course, is not able to be monetized. My channel, it's not monetized anyway, but this is just the field that I am in, so that's why I'm doing this sort of thing, just to stay in the loop, and just to so I don't lose track of how to do stuff with OBS. But anyways, this group today, in this video, they're called Twice, and they're apparently they're a K-pop group. Again, I had never, the last reaction, that was the first time I've ever heard a Billie Eilish song. This is the first time I'm ever sitting down with the intent to listen to a K-pop song. So, popular music out of Korea, pretty straightforward in there. I am curious to see what kind of contrast there's going to be to the Western produced pop music that I've heard so far. I want to see if it's at all busier, if there's perhaps higher tempos, more independent lines going on, and just overall, just to get a sample of it, just to see what it's like, the contemporary voicings thereof. So, without further ado, this is Twice with The Feels. And I might stop the video. I don't do it often. I might do it a couple times. Might might do, start from the beginning if there's something I want to just go back and catch or point out. But so if you've never seen these type of reaction videos before, that's kind of like the way things work. But anyways, my first ever K-pop listen twice with the feels.
Boy, wanna keep it cool, but I know every time you move, got me frozen. I get so shy, it's obvious. Yeah, catching feels like butterflies. If I say what's on my mind, would I hit bullseye? Shoot, I'm ready, aim and fire. Baby, I feel like Cupid's alive, yeah, tonight. Yeah, tonight. If your heart beats, so stay with them, you know. Cause I boom, boom, boom from head to toe. And I know love, it is such a funny thing, a mystery, oh Lord. Gotta get to know you more. Cause I can feel a real connection, a supernatural attraction. I got the feels for you, yeah, 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 yeah. You have stolen my heart, oh yeah. Never let it go, oh, oh, no, never let it go, oh, oh, oh. Lightning straight to my heart, oh yeah. I got all the feels for sure, yeah, I got all the feels for ya.
Okay, so yeah, I expected there to be a contrast similar to that. I dig the bass line right away. It's like 70s funk groove. Like I think it's good. It's a solid hooky bass line. Like it's there. It's got it. It's a big group, man. It's big. A lot of members here, a lot of voices, so very rich in the vocal harmonies, clean. They sound they sound good. They sound strong. They're each present. They're very pretty, very pretty. I think I get it now. I mean, when I was growing up, there was, certain things, but seeing this now, oh, okay. Because I'm in college, right? And I'm like an older guy. I'm surrounded by all these, 18 to 20-year-olds. And I see all these dudes who are like into this K-pop stuff, and like, okay, I get it now. Like, I see what's going on here. I will start this over again from the beginning because it's very dynamic. Like I said, I was pretty sure there was going to be more things going on like at the same time. Faster tempo, it's upbeat, very major, and different, all sort of different lines. I don't think there was a break like from when it started, really. Let me see though. Just one more time.
I'm so curious, but your boy wanna keep it cool, but I know every time you move, got me frozen. I get so shy, it's obvious. Yeah, catching feels like butterflies. If I say what's on my mind, would I hit bullseye? Shoot, I'm ready, aim and fire. Baby, I feel like Cupid's alive, yeah, tonight. Yeah, tonight. If your heart beats, so stay with them, you know. Cause I boom, boom, boom from head to toe. And I know love, it is such a funny thing, a mystery, oh Lord. Gotta get to know you more. Cause I can feel a real connection, a supernatural attraction.
So hooks, just everywhere. Like everything is a hook. This aesthetic is so. Everything is rich. Everything is very saturated. But I like it. Every time that chorus comes around, I smile because I like the way the chords shift right there. It gets so bright. It really it feels bright whenever that chorus comes around. And all of their voices go, like they go up in pitch. A lot of them are laying into the higher, not the highest part of their register, but they're moving up towards that part. It looks like a Target commercial or something, you know what I mean? And these frame rates nowadays that they shoot these videos, that's why things look so like fast when they, I will see other videos where things are just moving. They're moving fast, but it's these incredibly high frame rates that make everything look like kind of weird and like not really real, I guess. What a difference from the Billie Eilish and the Glass Animals. I mean, there's a lot of energy in this song. There's a lot. It's I understand its popular, attraction. I understand exactly what's going on here. This is like, it's reminds me of 80s pop music a lot, from early 90s. But it's so clean. It's for as rich and saturated as it is, every part is very clean. Not what I normally listen to, but I like it. Yeah, I do. I think this is solid. I'm gonna listen to the rest of this. So far, everything just seems to fit very well, and it's got a lot of energy in it. I think it sounds good. I don't know, when I was going to school for music and all of this. Everything we play is, it's some of it's modern, but for the most part, you see a lot of this stuff from like the Baroque period and the classical period, like Romantic period, maybe. I would have friends who were voice majors, and so they would sing songs a lot of times, and these songs are like in German or French or whatever language, right? Because it depends on who wrote it and what country they were in, when they wrote it or whatever. And it's not it's not their first language. It's like they don't speak German at all. They don't speak French like at all. But they're just singing it. And I don't know if these young ladies, like if they know English, if they're fluent in English, or if they're just singing, because it's very clean. They have great pronunciation. There are subtle things about the vocals, like specific to each performer here, and ways that they're pronounced. Like there's a couple that it sounds like, okay, I don't think she really knows what she's singing right now, but she can complete the shape of the word and all of this. I don't know. So far, it's way more fun than the other two tracks I listened to. But
what's your intention? Yeah, tell me, baby, what's the deal? Oh, one look and I know it, baby. My eyes reveal that you give me the feels. So yeah, follow my heart, oh yeah. Never let it go, oh oh. No, never let it go, oh oh oh. Lightning straight to my heart, oh yeah. I got all the feels for sure, yeah. I got all the feels for ya. Boy, I know, I know I get the feels. Boy, I know, I know you feel it too. Boy, I know, I know I get the feels. Boy, I know, I know you feel it too.
Oh, here we go. Jeez, look at all this. Love that bass line. That bass line is like fun. It's fun to listen to, and to play it is like, oh man, what a groove. I love that bass line. In that last part right there, there are a couple of the little change ups that happen. What makes it the vocal work? It's the rhythms. It's the they use the good rhythms, and that's what keeps it moving, and that's what, you know. The chorus, like I said, that chorus is strong and it's bright and it's fun every time that it comes around, and it doesn't get repetitive because of the way that these vocal parts are arranged. The rhythms that they're using change up on every time, you know, that part comes around. That's great syncopation. Yeah, this is bright, and this was full of energy, and it had an awesome bass line. I get it. I see why people like this stuff too. It's like I said, it's such a strong contrast between this K-pop and the popular music that was, you know, Western produced stuff. Such a complete difference. Man, you know, because I could read into things like this. Let me, like, for example, just listen to recordings from the 80s, right? A lot of that music, not just the way that it sounds, like not just the heavy use of synthesized sounds, or synthesizer sounds, the way those songs were recorded, there's a saturation of high frequencies, let's say, in the recordings. And the reason for that, and this is totally, like, this is real. This is a real thing. The reason for it is that everybody was doing cocaine back then, so everybody was like the putting those higher frequencies into the recordings was like you know, they could keep up with all that stuff that was like happening, like you know what I mean? That's why the music is made that way. 'Cause you got to remember who's making it. You got to remember who's doing it, right? Like not just the performers, but the guys for the record label, man. Like you got to remember who's making this stuff. And so if I were to think about that now, it's no wonder that all the music is so, like, the stuff coming out of the West anyway, is so subdued and down and slow, right? It's because of all the opioid stuff that's going on right now. That's why it's dropping a bunch of energy. And because this was I like this especially after hearing the other stuff. Like, this has got a lot more going on. But anyways, that's me reading into it. That kind of dark. Don't necessarily want to go down that road right now. Twice, the feels, like new to me, completely new to me. But so far, this is like the best pop sound that I have heard. Yeah.